this was like the first one of the week, and we're like, wait, what?
Yeah, is that a typo?
We're like, no way. So Luis Severino signs with the A's for 3 years, $67 million, largest guarantee in A's history.
Isn't
Um,
that scary to think that's the largest guarantee in the team's history?
yeah,
That stat blew me away more than anything.
yeah, absolutely nuts. So Severino's goes to Sacramento slash LA slash Salt Lake City slash Las Vegas, wherever they're going to
Yeah,
end up.
and
But
maybe eventually Vegas, we'll see. I mean, by the time that
yeah,
contract's over, they'll be moving into Vegas, so
yeah.
he probably 25, yeah, he won't even pitch in Vegas. He'll be a free agent before they move to Vegas.
But this one, I, he must not have gotten any other offers. I don't know what the draw to the A's is because looking at it from the outside, like I I don't know if there's a lot pulling me towards the A's. Like, was it strictly the money? Was he not going to get that on the open market, maybe? And the A's just blew him away, and he was like, "Yep, I'll take the bag." I,
I think I mean, I don't I mean, honestly, like, that's not was that 22.5 million bucks a year? Like, that's not like a blow you away payday. Um, but I don't think there's a ton of interest for him, but I also believe this is the start. I feel like the A's are gonna do more things, and, you've got Lawrence Butler and Brent Rooker and Mason Miller, like, you've got some studs
yeah,
that you need to put some pieces around. That team wasn't terrible last year, they were better than expected. I feel like he's the start. I wouldn't be shocked if you see the A's grab another player or 2 and slowly begin to get serious. Because I mean, we've said it all along, the minute Fisher leaves Oakland, he's gonna start spending on this team because the guy's got the money.
right.
It was never about the money with him. He refused to win in that city for that local group of politicians. He just wasn't gonna win there. It was a bad situation, he wanted out.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not done yet.
Yeah, and maybe that's the pitch the A's, told Severino was like, "Hey, your piece. We're going to start building this franchise, and we want you to come in and be our ace or be our number two behind JP Sears." Like, maybe that's what the pitch was, and he was like, "Okay, 22 and a half, sure, I'll take it,
Yeah.
thanks."
I think that's a pretty good deal for Severino. I'm not saying he couldn't have gotten it somewhere else, but I do think there's more to this story. I do think there is there's a good young core. Fisher's got money. I feel like there is some activity happening there, and this team's not done yet.
Well, and let's face it, I said it last week. The AL West is wide open. The
Yeah, it is.
Astros aren't the Astros of old.
The
The
Astros are slowly
Mariners,
dismantling.
yep, the Mariners couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. The Rangers are all on the IL. I mean, I, the Angels, who knows what's going on with that organization? I mean, they've made some moves to try to get better. I think the AL West is wide open. Do I think the A's are going to win the AL West? No,
No.
but it is open for the taking. And if they make some other moves this offseason, they could be more competitive than we've seen them in years past.
I agree,
So
and I think that even just the addition of Severino, you're probably 4 or 5 games better. Um, and now all of a sudden you're not a joke. You're a
yeah,
pretty serious you're a pretty serious team. I mean, and they weren't bad this year.
no.
That's a team that I think has got an incredible amount of young talent that
Well,
will
and
that surprises people.
they always have. I mean, you think about the arms that they've brought up through their farm system and then eventually traded away or lost to free agency. I mean, you've brought up Chapman, you've brought up Eric Chavez, you've brought up Matt Olson, you brought up Sean Murphy. Like, then you got Hudson, Mulder, Zito. You got all like Heron, Harden, and I'm missing the other one there. But there's so many Lucas Ersteg that got traded to the Royals. Like that dude threw triple digits. He was in Oakland.
Yeah.
Mason Miller throws 115 miles an hour. So I mean, the A's development is good. Like we're seeing young guys come up, they just don't retain them. Maybe they start retaining them. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean,
We'll see.
if if they put a product on the field, people will come out and watch them. Fisher's got money to spend. Like I think that the formula for the A's is going to change and it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Question becomes how fast does it get better? Is it like we're gonna try to be a contender next year, or like we're gonna take a bite this year and a bite next year and a bite the year after that, and by the time we get to Vegas, we're gonna be good.